Yo, 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 yo. You already know it's your boy Professor Pip back in this bit on I Trade the Asian trying to get active. Oops, let me switch the screen right quick. My bad, yo. But yeah, last night, we definitely got active. Definitely smashed up some targets, definitely caught some pips. Could have caught more pips, but yeah, got up out of that thing. Um, Yeah. So from the weekend analysis, we were looking to see where or if price action was going to pull back. So coming into the market open on Sunday night, if we got any bullish confluences, any bullish anything that shows that price action wanted to go bully, we was getting active, and that's pretty much what happened. Um, as we can see, where price action just pretty much opened up from that weekly open right here at 5 o'clock, we just pretty much chopped around. No real market anything, for 15, 20 hour straight. And then all of a sudden at 6 o'clock, boom, big bullish candle. I actually was watching this around about 5:45, close to 6 o'clock, and wanted to get in, but I was like, you pretty much guessing at this point because um you have no confluence telling you what price action is going to go, telling you what price action is getting ready to do. So I did not enter right here. If you look at it from the 1 minute, show you why I was wanting to get in. Bam. Yep. Come on over. All right. So right here, I'm sitting here watching all this price action. I see price push up. I see it come back down. So when I seen it come back down with that equal strength as much as it pushed up, I was like, okay, we probably gonna come down and grab liquidity. So about 5:45, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just wait to see if that liquidity grab happens. And I walked away from the charts about 6:15, 6:30. I came back, seen this move, and then this right here took off. And I was like, oh man, definitely could have caught it from right here as we pushed back higher, came back, failed to break lows, and then continued. Probably would have entered as we broke the high right over here. Same targets, like way up there, somewhere on the hourly. Um, but yeah, overall, definitely let all that price action play out. So then once we came and we saw this right here is like 6:30, we saw this high created, this low created, we saw price action push back into that high, failed to break. Then we came back down and failed to break this low. So I was like, we looking for buys. Price action kind of bully, coming from the weekly open. And what I'm gonna do is sit over here and take a little buy position. So very minimal risk on this first entry right here because, like I said, I didn't have all the confluences I needed, but I knew I was looking for a higher time frame retracement, bullish retracement back to the upside. So definitely got in right up over here. Price action started to then leak on your boy. Yeah, so I was kind of nervous because I didn't know for sure if we were still gonna come down here and do this liquidity grab or if we just gonna continue to go bullish. Um, Stops were way down here, 26 pip stop, which is not that bad with low risk. So I was like, okay, let it run. Let's see what it do. So price action came down, with negative probably how many pips? Let me see, negative about 5 pips. Then price action started to continue to make higher highs and higher lows on this 1 minute time frame. So as we broke this high, trailed the stops right below here, and then that thing just took off. TP1 was right up here for about 20 something pips. Took off some profits and put stops into trailed the stops. This trade ended up getting trailed out because I saw once we pushed up into this level, I looked to the left and I saw we didn't break that high, so I trailed the stops immediately right up under here. It was at like 64,415. So as price came back to that 64,415, I got trailed out right over here. Simply because I know high time frames are bearish, and if price action did not necessarily need to break this high or want to break this high, then it could easily continue to go down bearish. So got up out of that trade right there, secured 23 of them things. And then I just sat back and waited. I said, okay, well, if we still have the chance to make that high, low, I see price action starting to channel to the downside. So once it actually rolls over back bullishly, I'm going to get in. So it's about 11 o'clock, 11:30. I'm still waiting for the rollover. And once we came down and made this low right here, I was like, okay, price action pushed up, came down and tried to go back bearish right up in her. And I was like, okay, well, we didn't come back down and break the low, and we started making higher highs and higher lows. So your boy hopped in on this trade right here. I actually took two positions. Um, right about the same risk as right over here. It was broken in half. I had one entry from right up here, and I had another entry from right down here because I saw price action break this low. But overall, we did not break the higher low that pushed us into the highs. If you following from the downside, high, low, higher high, this would have been my new higher low. So once we broke some candles right back up in here, I entered again. So I had an entry from here, entry right down here. That thing pushed up. Um, yeah, I just let it run. I closed it when I woke up this morning during the New York session. I closed this entry right up here once I woke up during the New York session. So somewhere right up in here, 6 o'clock, right up in here, I closed this entry off because I was like, we came up, we came back down drastically. We did not create a new high, and then now we chop it in the New York session. One of the things that I've learned over the last couple of quarters is I get in during the Asian continuation during the London. The New York session usually retraces all that good pippage I just caught from the Asian to the London. So with the worst position, I closed right over here, like around about 6 o'clock, somewhere up in here. This price action here. Because to me, with the high low, potential lower high, this could easily continue to go bearish and be back in a higher time frame structure or trend. But I did let this entry from down here run, and it smashed up targets right up here, 64,831. I was real excited about that, and now we're looking to see tonight. Are we going to continue to go bullish, or do we see some type of retracement coming back down? Grab some liquidity from these equal lows right over here, and then take off again. So we're gonna bump back up to the 15-minute time frame. We're gonna erase everything we don't need. Which of these positions right here? Delete all that. No. We are outside now of this 15-minute range, so we can get rid of that. That TP2 got smashed up. We can get rid of that. And this level right up in here. And then that imbalance that I had identified did not hold up. So it is a probability. Let me see what we came into. I don't think I think we're gonna continue to go bullish. Yeah, so go ahead and delete that too. Hit back out to that 15-minute. Get everything back lined up. Then we're gonna mark up our sessions, see what everything done throughout the day while we wasn't on the charts. Oh yeah, let me see. Yep. Look at that New York open right up on her. And then we got that Asian open right up on her. And then we're gonna phone. Oh, I could have just do that. Go ahead on to that London. You can delete this. Then open that thing on up. Then we got this London low. And we got this London high. Then we got this NY low. What this is telling me is that price action is continuing to go bullish throughout the sessions today, throughout the Asian session, throughout the London session, throughout the New York session. We continue to make higher highs and higher lows. So now we're going to see if the Asian session, when it opens up, does it provide us with a retracement, or does it resume bearish confluence back to the downside? One of the ways for me that I'll be able to, or that I'm looking to identify whether price action is resuming bullish or bearish confluence is how does it break structure? How does it retrace? Does it come back down correctively, making the lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, or does it just leak one big ass candle, two big ass candles to the downside and start smashing through these higher highs and higher lows? Looking left over here, just looking at the structure, we got the high, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, equal low, higher, high, higher, low. So potentially this is the higher low area that pushed us higher. Let me see. Wait a minute. It's a little more clear potentially. Yep, right there. Let's see how it look on the hourly. Pretty much can stay. Okay. Oh, yep. Yeah. We do have a lot of liquidity resting above this level. We have, let me see. Low, low, high, low, high, low. Let me see. I'll take it from here. Have we chased the 50%? Yes, we have, exactly above, right at that 50%. So everybody who's out there trading based off the fibs, who see this level here, said, okay, well, price action will retrace to about 50%. We could potentially be ready to resume back bearish nature from the higher time frame trend. Myself personally, I'm gonna sit back and wait because I know I done seen a couple setups just like this and say, okay, we done smashed into that 50. We failed to break higher. We failed to break highs looking left. Now we're gonna go bearish. I'm gonna wait to see because potentially we could have a pump fake back to the downside to fill 50% of this little range that pushed us into the highs and then cook back to the top side to push deeper into these fib levels. We got that 70% right up here. Structure most recently broken. So we got a lot of different confluence to try to, or I got a lot of confluence to try to sort through and see what's going to be the best probability for the night. Like this right now. What I'm looking for is, here's what we finally broke and back low. Low. So I'm gonna take this area right up in her. That's my 15-minute range / structure. This will be the 15-minute low. Then go to 15-minute high right up here, of course. And ultimately, what I'm looking for is a liquidity grab to the top side. And then strike back bearish. If we're gonna go bearish for the if this is gonna be our turning point for the week, which it would it being Monday, I don't believe it is gonna be the turning point for the week. I think we're gonna continue to go bullish. What I think we're going to see is a retracement back to this little support level somewhere right up in here, then get back bullish to the top side. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for tonight. But whatever happens, we'll be ready to adjust to the market and then proceed accordingly. Ultimately, I think we come back into this 1 hour resistance before leaking back bearish. So that's what I'm looking for. Originally, like I said, what caused me to start looking for buys last night, as we look at structure right over here, making lower lows and lower highs, this move here broke the last lower high that pushed us into the lows. And from there, we came down. We did not break structure looking left. And so for my psychology and thought process and trading experience, I already knew. Let's look for some buys, baby. Risky buys. Risky buys. Yeah. Only thing I see right at this level is liquidity right above here. So that's what makes me think we could get a nice little pump fake to the top side and then come back down. But we're gonna have to see. We got about 12 minutes for that 8 o'clock candle open up. So we got a little bit of time. No need to rush. Never a need to rush. We can see this little support area right down here not being broken, but if we continue to follow the structure, we got the high, the low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, came back, failed to create, and then we broke 15-minute time frame structure. So if we wanted to be risky, we could definitely, as we break these lows right over here, around about 65.012, 65.012, we could take some scalp shorts back into this 15-minute support, but with the lower time frame trend kind of being bullish, you kind of risky right there. So let's even see how many pips that is. These ranges are huge going into the third quarter. That's 28 pips. If price action was a leak and come back to the downside just into this 15-minute support area, we could be done for the night if he was catch them shots. You know what I'm saying? So we got a couple different options here. We could take them shots and get that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my terminal open and see what's crackling. Hell, I just do. That ain't it. Oh, hold on right now. All right. We check them on the hourly. Big ass rejection week. So let's see what happens. All right, so then we're gonna click over the GJ. We had them breakout buys. Look at that thing. It just lines up so pretty. Oh my gosh, if you was following GJ from the weekend analysis, you easily had 100 pip. Oh man, I missed out on GJ Bo. Look at that, look at that, look at that. From the weekend analysis, we were saying as soon as price action breaks above this 1 hour resistance, we definitely got breakout buys, 100 pip range. Oh man. And then if we broke above there strongly or confidently, then we was coming back into this 4 hour resistance. And as you can see, if you would have took these breakout buys, first profit or first target would have been 163, 313, and then the second target right up here into this 4 hour resistance, which would have, doubled your range. You got 200 pip range. So shout out to all the people. If you caught GJ based off these analysis, I wish I had the thing in the background where you clap for you, but that's all I got for you. So it is what it is. But overall, looking for price action to come into this 4 hour resistance, simply because that's what we started to leak first. At this point, once price action touching to this level, take profits, secure the swag, do whatever you got to do, get up out of that thing because we could reverse and go back bearish, or we could break through and come back and retest this daily zone. So yeah, yeah. Telegram. Let's see what we got on GJS so you can see the before. UJ, GU, GJ. Yep. Possible buys. We didn't have that and we didn't have that first level identified here, but as you can see, price action still pushing up to that 200, pushing up through that 200 pip range. Yeah. So go to GU. GU. Same, pretty much the same structure as GJ, which is what I called out yesterday. We're looking for price action to break above this 1 hour resistance. And yeah, keep going. The thing about GU versus GJ, GU or GJ broke above and pretty much for the most part stayed above. We kind of came back into the range just a little bit. Had I taken these breakout buys, first target would have been smashed, so I probably would have felt okay. Couldn't necessarily tell you where I would have had the stops at. Um, yeah, because well, I know for the most part it would have been somewhere down here, but that's a big ass stop loss. So that's why I said I couldn't tell you for the most part why I would have had my stops. So you talking about 160 pips down here? Damn all that. I ain't 160 pips stop loss on no trade. Um, yeah. So potentially based off the 15 minute, probably would have been below this wick as I would have been watching for price action to break this high right over here. Below the wick of the candle that broke through the level and then take off targets, or take off profits as we would have hit the first target level and then probably started to trail stops and probably would have got stopped out because we came right back, but we did not go below that wick. So had I been up in London, it would have been at the point that we reached the first TP, it would have been time to make a decision, get out completely because 100 pips at the right lot size, you ain't got to trade the rest of the week. But yeah, but GU broke above and then it came all the way back down in. So it would have been probably hard to hold this because I probably would have saw this as manipulation, come back in, probably would have I don't know why I would did, but ultimately price action is still pushing bullishly. I don't know if the range is as wide as GJ is, but ultimately we still bullish. I don't because of the way price action is handling, is more corrective than it is impulsing. So yeah, this right here did not play out at all. So I thought that we had a chance to come back down and retest this level, come back into the structure most recently broken, and then get back up to the top side, but that didn't happen. The first play out happened. Let's see what's going on NU. NU broke out bullishly. We were definitely looking for the retracement on all X or XXX USD pairs because, like I said, we broke structure on the hourly, looking to make lower lows and lower highs right back over here. Big impulse move closing above, came back down, failed to break the low, and then yeah. So potentially could have buys again, breakout buys above this 1 hour level. But because of how far we've already retraced, because we haven't when we started this move here, we didn't necessarily break the highs. I probably would not take breakout buys at this point, simply because, as we was pushing, if we was gonna continue, to go extreme bullish, then I would have liked to see that high right there be broken to be confident for these breakout buys. Taking over to UJ. UJ building up liquidity. We're looking to see how price action broke out of this 15-minute range. Trying to see how we got back to this untested supply right up here. Yeah, we came close. Once we broke above this level, we're looking at a 200 some pip range. Final target is way up here, like 147.071. As we continue to go bullishly, but I'm expecting for UJ to leak again. Um, we do got a lot of news coming up this week. I know NFP gonna hit. Let's see. First. All right. So we got some AUD news kicking off about 11:30 tonight. So we keep that in the back of our mind. Jolts job open. I don't know what that is. So be looking out for that tomorrow about 10 o'clock if you trade in the New York session. And then tomorrow night, got some NZD news. Going into Wednesday, we got is that no, that's ADP, non-farm employment change. And then you got some ISM, PMI. Yeah, I don't know how these are going to make the market react, but it is a red folder, so definitely be cautious on Wednesday about 8 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock around that NYSE open. And then you got the major all the way down on Friday. So definitely see some red folders throughout as we scan through the news releases. So definitely could see price action come up and tap into this untested supply, then continue to leak. But if it doesn't and continue to go bullishly, targets to the top side will be 147. To the downside will be this 1 hour support. Where we initially broke out from, come back to retest that low, which we kind of already did right here. So necessarily I would expect price action to break through that level and then come back down to this 4 hour support area. But ultimately, kind of just still stuck in that range, broke above, came right back in. Now we still chopping within that area. Looking at gold, oh man, if you're looking at pulling back. So we definitely was looking for bullish continuation based off the lower time frame structure coming from the weekend analysis. I was saying based off of the weekend analysis when I was marking up because of how wide the ranges are, I wasn't 100% sure on which way I thought gold was going to go, but I did identify that from the higher time frame trend, we did create the lower low on the higher time frames on Friday, so I was expecting some type of retracement of this range right here. This 1 hourly range, the 50% level is around about 1712. Ultimately, was looking for was to see how ultimately was looking to see how it reacted from that 1720 and then make a decision for the rest of or from that point to see what price action was going to do. But yeah, right now, we opened up bullishly and we just impulsing into the high. So if we was expecting XXX USD pairs to go bullish, we could also potentially expect gold to go bullish, which would indicate dollar weakness. Looking over at BTC, the price action did not come down into my level. I got trailed out of those shorts, or I got stopped out of those shorts early. Um, yeah, I was expecting for it to come down a little bit lower and tap me in and go back bully, but I still have this entry on my terminal for price action coming to that level. But as we are reacting like this, I don't know, my friend. I'm not sure which way it's gonna go. Definitely could have taken those re-entry shorts that I called out last night, but like I said last night, I wasn't not too interested in getting Bitcoin right now. Definitely the smallest positions possible um, to try to use on Bitcoin because it ain't really doing nothing but a bunch of chop. So kicking back over to AU. Oh, look at that. A little development. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if it's gonna break. Yeah. Let's see what we're gonna do, buddy. So if we don't break that low down, we're gonna see that happen. Yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let's see what's happening. Mhm. 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 Come on, Percy, I stop pumping faking. Show us what you gonna do. So we gonna attack soon as you let the cat out the bag. I'm gonna attack. Mhm, 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 mhm. Let's see what we gonna do. Let's see what we gonna do. We gonna pump fake first, or we gonna leak? You know what I'm saying? A little retracement. Let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get. Let me turn it down a little bit. I ain't trying to no pop rest. You know, still on nobody. But yeah, for the most part, just sitting back and waiting, sitting back and waiting. I'm a little salty. I missed out on DJ because it's a huge ass range, huge range. I'm not up during the London at all. And that's where that trade popped off pre-London. Um, yeah, and the thing just zooted to the top side. At this point in the 1 minute price action is bearish. On AU, low, equal high, equal lows. Um, let's see what we're gonna do. Mhm. Come on, man. Just sitting and waiting, sitting and waiting, sitting and waiting. Mhm, 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 mhm. Anybody got any questions? All right, good. Look at that leakage. Come on. What's up? All right, so we just sit there waiting and see what price action gonna do. I'm kind of interested, itching to take these little scalp shorts. I think I'm gonna sit and hold off though, because we ain't break the low just yet. All right, load that push to the highs, come all the way back down, retrace everything. Haven't really necessarily grabbed liquidity either. Yeah, gotta make a choice. You gonna be risky for the biscuit? You risk it for the biscuit, my friend, or you gonna just sit back and wait? Um, if anybody wants to take these little scalp shorts right here, definitely will be out by 64,722. Short little peppers, but 29 pips ain't bad. Came up, felt break. So definitely could see a possible retracement before entice some sellers, make them think we're gonna turn around bearish. See if we didn't hit that 50%. Come down and just smoke to the top side. Oh man, I'll be sitting waiting for that. Be targeting right up her. See what we gonna do. We gonna see. Hmm. I think I would like to take some bass right here. Thoughts right beneath. Just in case we wrong. We'll give it to that in my low, 24 pill stop. And then if it keep doing its thing, potentially could hold right back up into her. And then take off profits along the way. But just keep your eyes on it. Um, definitely wouldn't once we got above these highs, we definitely trail them stops in the profit just in case there's only a liquidity grab to continue to go back lower. That's what I would do. That ain't what you got to do. Just because I see this right up here. Our time frame is bearish, so that would be why I would trail them stops immediately. Because you counter trend risky. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. We're gonna make sure we keep on. Well, let's see what probably gonna do for us. Probably a bunch of nothing. I'm about to slide up off of this thing here in a minute. In a minute. Just want to come out and kind of recap what we did last night, what we're looking for tonight. Just anybody decide to tune in, see how you boys trying to get accurate for tonight. This is what we're looking at. This is what I'm looking for. Um, let's see how much of this New York range we got. Mm, deep. And now we ain't got a whole bunch of nothing going on. And that could be because we got some news popping at 11:30. Usually we usually seen some type of impulse around that 8 o'clock, 8:15 candle right here. 8 o'clock, and as we can see, as time go on, boom, get that surge within the market. Yeah, 9:45, and then pre-London. Okay, so we kind of been taking off a little bit later, so around about 9 o'clock. But that 8 o'clock, 8:15 count still gave you an engulfing candle to the top side. So let's see if we can get over here. Sitting back and relaxing and waiting. So we definitely need to clear this little lower time frame structure, 5 minute, 1 minute. Not very strong, but it's there for a reason. Price action is struggling to break through there for a reason. So, I'm gonna line it up and see how it works. If we just leak right through this level definitely is not, um confluential. It's just something that I see within the charts. So I marked it up. Yeah. That's kind of pretty much how I got to where I'm at as far as trading. I had to do a lot of this by myself, figure a lot of it out by myself. So I just was watching a lot of different people mark up, see how, which levels they identified as the important ones. And I came back to my charts and I saw, I'm gonna look and see if the levels that they identify actually line up. And so I got to the point to where I was marking up everything like I did right here. And then I got to the point to where I was able to just strictly, without looking at anybody else's chart, look at my chart and see, oh, okay, I see that level. Let me identify that, and then that's where we're gonna try to get active from. So that's what it is. That's where we at. But right now, price action ain't doing nothing. So ain't too much need for me to keep, this video going. If you had a chance to catch this one, definitely appreciate your time and your energy. Definitely appreciate the support. I think I'm gonna get up out of here though, because we ain't really doing too much. If you are in the Telegram group, then we definitely will have updates throughout the Asian session, probably up to about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I usually watch it from about 7:30, 8, all the way up to about 10:30, 11. So yeah, if it sets up, then I'll be throwing the ideas right out. We can see the entries from last night. The original entry was where we first bought from. I think it was right over here or down here. I don't remember, but the second entry was down here, spiked up. This entry right here is the one I closed around about 6 o'clock this morning. I let this one at the bottom push up to this TP right up in her, and we smashed up some. But this was the original entry that I took profit right up in here. Got out about 64,415, right where that I trailed the stops right to where TP1 was, just because, like I said, if price action was going to leak and start to go back bearish and start to break structure to the downside, this was a area that could happen from. So because look at what it did previously, came into that level, gave you a new low right here. I ain't willing to risk these profits I've made. So go ahead and take my money and get on up out of there. But I think that's all I got for this one. If you got any questions, definitely hit them comments. Let your boy know. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm out.